Good morning, friends. As I shake my foundation bottle, we are not stopping for anything this morning because we really need to get into work. Which brings me to a topic I need to discuss right off the bat. It is that being a journalist right now, oh my God. We're back. We are back. Keep my phones in my bathroom, and I always wake up before my alarm. So I obviously turn those alarms off when I get up, but I forgot to do that this morning because I guess I just have a lot on my mind right now. And poor Zach probably just woke up. I'm a terrible girlfriend. But as I was saying, being a journalist right now is extremely frustrating, and it is because of a little thing called the coronavirus, which, unless you live under a rock, you've heard about just a little bit. The World Health Organization just called it a pandemic. It's big news. And I've been getting so many messages from people, seeing so many comments, just seeing posts in general about how the media is creating this and blowing this out of proportion, and this is all the media's fault. They're overreacting, and I rarely respond to, every once in a while I'll respond to a good hate comment because I'm like, all right, I have a good comeback for this. And it's kind of funny seeing whenever people post a hate comment and then you respond back, a lot of times you're like, oh, I didn't mean it. And it's kind of funny to see that. So I'll do it every once in a while. I'm evil. But normally I don't, on my Facebook, if someone comments something, I'm like, well, it's not even worth my time. Oh, I've been responding to a few comments lately because it's so frustrating. I don't think people understand I, nor anyone in the media, creates the news. I just don't. I wake up, I see what's going on, and I report it. By the way, I'm sorry I'm starting out so sassy this morning. It's just, we got a little bit of sassy in the air. Here in Cincinnati, the city has declared a state of emergency. Many states have after cases of the coronavirus came in. I just found out, originally I was supposed to do a story on horse therapy this morning. I'm gonna be doing a story on how our Reds opening day parade, which is the biggest tradition in Cincinnati, is canceled or postponed. Honestly, I'll get back to you on that one. I have no information. I just woke up to a text from my producer saying, hey, your story's switching. You're now on Reds opening day being canceled. And I'm like, what? So when big things happen, yeah, I'm gonna report on it. How could I possibly ignore that? But I'm not creating it. And a lot of people are saying like, oh, you're not reporting this much on the flu. The flu kills so many people each year. I totally agree with that, but the same things aren't happening with the flu. Cities aren't calling states of emergency because of the flu. Things aren't being canceled to this degree because of the flu. I am not making the news. I'm just seeing, oh my gosh, things are happening. We need to report on it. I'm gonna take you guys along with me as we figure out exactly what is happening today with the Reds opening day and more coronavirus coverage, because that is pretty much just the only thing every journalist has been covering lately. And that's because it's what's big in the news. Also, can you guys see I have a little red mark right there? I'm covering it up, so that's why it's not as visible as it maybe should be. I should have addressed this in the beginning. Woke up this morning, saw that red mark, immediately remembered the time I thought I had MRSA in college. One of my housemates got MRSA, and everyone in my house, I lived with 8 girls, everyone in my house started freaking out, and I was telling everyone, guys, you're gonna be fine. As long as you don't have an open cut that she spreads, the MRSA to, you're fine. People were saying they were moving out. I'm like, guys, you're fine. I get home, I start chopping vegetables for my dinner. Somehow the knife slipped, I cut my finger. See the blood start forming. See an open cut in a house of MRSA. I just started crying. I ended up, I don't know how, the biggest coincidence, I can insert pictures, waking up with this skin rash on my face. When I say rash, it was a red patch. I thought I had MRSA, I was freaking out. I ended up going to urgent care, telling the doctor, you gotta get me medicine for this. I have MRSA, and he's like, no, you don't. So let's hope whatever this is not MRSA on my face. I don't need to be spreading any more diseases in this world. One makeup tip that I do have for you guys is if you have a pimple or a blemish or a little sign of whatever this was on my face, don't cover it up all the way. And I know that sounds weird, but for example, I put on foundation and you can still see this little red splotch on my face. I didn't go crazy with concealer. I wasn't, oh my gosh, we need to make this gone and perfect, because a big mistake I see a lot of people make, especially younger people who have a lot of acne, they spend so much time and put in so much effort trying to clear it all up, and oftentimes it looks worse because your skin isn't smooth and the foundation and the concealer goes over it and it flakes, and it looks worse than if you just had a couple of blemishes. And it's tempting to, oh my gosh, I have a blemish on my face, I need it to look perfect, I need to clear it all up, but I always think to myself, everyone has blemishes. It looks more weird if you have a whole bunch of just flaky concealer and just packed on there. That's gonna look worse. So just a little makeup tip from me to you.
Da 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 da!
This blankie right here is very important to me. I bring it everywhere with me when I'm reporting just because it gets very cold and I like to have something to snuggle when I'm in the car for a long morning, and this is perfect. And right now, it smells so good. If you ever see me wearing this jacket, just know I'm a very happy girl because it means it's not that cold outside because this is my lighter jacket and warmth makes me happy. Also, I'm really happy because I compacted all of my go-to like on-the-go makeup to this really small, cute bag so I'm not lugging around like a huge thing like I used to. And this is everything I need on the go. Plus, I do have to lug around this thing on the side just because it doesn't fit in there, but I don't even mind that. Yesterday, I forgot this thing, my face powder, which as a TV reporter is your worst nightmare because I looked like a shiny disco ball on camera. Not fun.
Right now we are live outside Great American Ballpark. That is the beautiful scenery, but we're gonna face this way because better lighting, obviously essential. But guys, oh my goodness, this whole coronavirus thing has gotten way crazier than I even thought. I mean, the thing about going to bed early that stinks is I wake up in the morning 2 o'clock, so I guess it's not really the morning, and like the world has changed. Like I miss everything. There was a huge travel ban announcement last night from Europe. Also, the NBA is suspending all of its games for the rest of the season. Obviously, this huge thing with the opening day parade being canceled, which I know if you guys aren't from here, you probably don't really know how big that is. This is like the biggest event in Cincinnati. It's an unofficial holiday. It's crazy that it's being canceled.
As much as we love our Cincinnati Reds, let's face it, this parade is about so much more than just baseball. That game is still set to take place here at Great American Ballpark on March 26th, but everything that happens beyond Great American Ballpark on these streets from over the Rhine to the banks is canceled.
And it is going to have such huge repercussions for businesses. I mean, this is how they make so much of their money, and if it's not happening, that's pretty bad. So yeah, that's always the weird part about my job. I always feel so out of the loop when I first wake up in the morning. You guys saw when I was getting ready, I really didn't know anything. Once I catch up, I'm in the loop and I'm good to go. So this is where we're gonna be for the first part of the morning, and then I can imagine we're gonna be doing something else on the coronavirus for the second half of our day. But like you guys know, we just never know what the heck we're gonna be doing. It's always a surprise, which good times. Breaking news, everyone. We now have hair ties in the news car, all thanks to Matthew. Tell everyone why you decided to make this investment.
Because it's becoming a problem that, you know, reporters need hair ties.
That is so sweet.
When it happens at news sites, and you guys need it.
It's so true. Matt and I were at a scene the other day. It was a really tragic situation. Hair was everywhere. And when I came in this morning, these were in the glove compartment. So I'm going to take one of these because you can never be too prepared. But that is just so kind. What a kind soul.
So right now I'm on my lunch break. Just started editing the vlog you're watching now. Actually, I want to try to get this up as quickly as possible. And it's so crazy how when I look back on my hits, I'm like, oh my gosh, things don't sound and they don't look the way I always think they will. For example, in this one clip you'll see here.
The first game of the season is still set to be here at Great American Ballpark, 4:10 p.m. But
what I meant was in my head, the game starts at 4:10 p.m. Sounded fine when I said it in my head. Then I'm watching it back. It sounds like I'm saying 4:10 o'clock p.m., like FOR 10 p.m. And that is probably the most frustrating part about being a reporter, just thinking things are going one way and then they went a completely different way, but you didn't realize it in the moment. Like, it's just so different when you're in the moment talking and then when you watch it back. There are very few clips that I watch back where I'm like, that was great, because almost always I'm like, what did you say? There's just always something that could be done differently or said differently, which is why watching our clips back is so important. I have not been doing it enough lately, but I guess this vlog is forcing me to, so yeah.
All right, guys, our day has taken a turn. We are now living in the land of documents. We're here with Matt. We just finished our 10 a.m. interview. What time is it right now? 10:50, and I'm going to be doing a story on how this whole coronavirus pandemic is comparing to the 1918 Spanish flu, which we just met with an historian. And interviewing historians is amazing because they know everything, but it's terrible because they know everything, so they tell you so much, which I love that. I'm so into history, but consolidating all of this wonderful information into a minute 45 seconds is not a good time to be alive. So guys, fun fact, I just started working with Matt, I'd say about, I don't know, like 2-3 weeks ago. And we have learned that we are different in every way possible. We're gonna try to go through a couple rapid fire. I'll name one and then you name one.
Pizza.
No, I was gonna name that one first. Okay, fine. He loves pizza, I hate pizza. What's another?
What about tacos?
No, that was the one we did have.
Okay, tacos. I like spaghetti a lot.
Ew, yeah, I hate all pasta and Italian food.
Like Italian food and pasta, that's the best food ever.
Do you like tuna?
No.
I like tuna.
Grossed out by tuna. She doesn't like strawberries, that's weird.
Oh, I hate all berries.
Everyone likes strawberries.
Oh my gosh, no. I like
cherries.
Ugh.
And pineapple's the best fruit there is.
Nope.
You gotta like pineapple.
That's so weird that you like all, because I love fruit, but you happen to like all of the ones I hate.
What about kiwi?
No. Love sweet potatoes.
Is that a fruit or is that a vegetable?
Are you asking?
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
What's potato? Isn't potato like neither?
No, it's a vegetable, but it's a starch. You have different hobbies in life. We're just so different.
The thing that really bothers me is the fact that you like the Jets.
Oh, we have totally different sports things. Okay, but aren't you like a St. Louis?
Hockey, that's a different thing altogether.
That's just embarrassing.
I just got back from work and I am so happy because look at what time it is. I did not even get out late today, which is shocking because as soon as I was assigned that story with the coronavirus comparing it to the influenza of 1918, I was certain this was gonna be a very late day. It was gonna be long, but I just got right back to the station and powered through, worked through everything. The worst though is in the newsroom, you don't have your own separate offices. It's just the one big open newsroom. And there are so many times that I'm joking around with people to my left and right, you know, it's a lot of fun, but there are others when you're on a deadline or you just really need to get something done and you just look like you're in just the zone, and it's just, you can't say to people like, hey, don't talk to me, but really, I worked through, I did it, and it is fantabulous. And now, you know what time it is? It's our favorite time, lunchtime. And a lot of you will be very happy to know I have been switching things up a little bit. Everyone gets so angry about my eating routines. It actually kind of boggles my mind. Like, why does what I put in my body affect you? Like, it just really does not affect anyone but myself. If I enjoy it, that's really all that matters. Even if I was eating cookies for lunch every day, that's my decision. Trust me though, I'm not, I promise. All right, are you ready for this? I'm about to show you something that is life-changing. It's a little bit ghetto, guys, but hear me out. This is gonna be a game changer for me, and if you decide to take my lead, it's gonna be a game changer for you as well. Underneath door number 1, we've got First, underneath door number 1, we've got Brussels sprouts. Door number 2 is butternut squash. And then for door number 3, I know this is where I'm gonna get judged, I'm gonna get hate. This definitely does look a little bit ghetto, as I mentioned, but a girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do. We've got salmon. This is all pre-cooked and ready to go, and all I have to do is put it on a plate, and this is such a game changer I can't even emphasize, because when I come home from work, the last thing I want to do is cook, and it takes time, and it's annoying, and it's sad, and we're just gonna end up using our hands here because it's so much easier. And so I actually did a little meal prep Sunday this week, and that just makes my life a whole lot easier. All I have to do is heat this up in the microwave. And you guys should be so proud of me that I'm branching out. I mean, salmon, I never do that. Squash, what? Brussels sprouts? This isn't me, but I'm so excited. Oh, and the reason this is so ghetto with the tinfoil is because I don't have any plastic cover for this. So you do what you gotta do, you make it work. Voila! Guys, is this not the most delicious thing you've ever seen? For the Brussels sprouts, I put a little bit of garlic sea salt on it when I was baking. For the butternut squash, I did a little bit of regular sea salt. And then the salmon, I just like plain. I don't like stuff on it. Fun fact, even when I go out to eat and they put a whole bunch of seasoning on it to make it fancy and good, honestly, I'm just like, give me a regular piece of salmon. And voila, there's my lunch. So I'm gonna go eat that lunch, chillax for a few seconds, and then it's gonna be bedtime. So I just woke up from my nap, a nice 3-hour slumber, and I looked at my email, and it is crazy how many things at work are changing because of the coronavirus. In the first email I see, my news director said, effective tomorrow, we will not have nightly sports segments. Simply put, there's no sports to cover. It's all being canceled. Also, we're not having any more tours come into our station. Normally we have people come in every single day, give them tours. No more of that. No more giveaways in any newscast. Minimizing external guests in the newsroom, which is a big part of our morning show. Using Skype and FaceTime for interviews instead. Also, you're not allowed to travel or go on vacation without permission from my news director, just because going anywhere right now is obviously very risky. So there is just a lot that's changing. While there are a lot of industries that are working from home now, they're, you know, saying you can stay home, work from home. That obviously cannot and will not happen in my industry. That's not gonna work. Hello. What are your thoughts on the coronavirus?
Well, I have been sick the last week, which is
Oh yeah, that is weird.
not a good thing. My work just said we're working remote tomorrow on Friday, trying to take extra precautions. I don't know, I don't want to say people are overreacting because it's a real thing and people are getting sick and people are passing away, but I think if we all just use common sense about protecting people's personal space, washing your hands, if you're sick, stay home, everything for the most part should be okay. But I mean, obviously I'm not a scientist and things are starting to get wild in Ohio and across the nation with schools canceling, so it's obviously a big deal.
both of our moms have been texting saying like,
And they're concerned.
don't go out, just stay home.
I mean, it is a big deal. So yeah, I hope what I said isn't like insensitive. I don't want anyone to like, but like it is a big deal and something to take serious. I think I'm gonna go walk to Kroger just to see if I think, just assess the situation in case like I feel like I need to at least get some chicken for you to see if it's actual chaos, because people are saying you can't, obviously the water, toilet paper, that I've been hearing like pasta is now running out here since it's still early in the night. I might as well maybe just go pop over there to double check.
You know, I was just thinking, I feel like obviously the government and scientists and all that, they always are 10 steps ahead of us, right? They know so much more than we do, and they release a certain amount of information. Like, we'll never know everything. There is something going on with the coronavirus where, like, I mean, they've said, Mike DeWine said straight up, our Ohio governor, it's worse than any of us thought when he spoke with the health department. And it's kind of scary to think about what actually is going on. We only know a sliver of information. What actually is the coronavirus? What's going on? So that's kind of scary to think about. And also, our trip is in jeopardy. We have an international vacation
as of
scheduled.
now. Again, the 30-day ban wasn't on Ireland, which was good to hear, but who knows what happens in 30 days after that, which would include our trip.
Weirdly enough, like I'm not, like you think I'd be like so devastated. So we were planning on going to Ireland and Amsterdam at the end of May for my cousin's wedding is in Ireland, and then Amsterdam just for fun. But I'm really not devastated just because if things are that, I don't know. When people start dying and stuff, I feel like it just puts everything in perspective, and it's like, okay, my little vacation is not important.
Yeah, we want to go, but it's not worth risking our health. Stay safe.
Zach hooked us up with the goods. It's funny, in 2020, the big hookup is hand sanitizer. So he got a whole bunch. I'm going to be taking one of these to work with me as I
I
go
was gonna say we had a jug.
off to the battlefield.
We had a jug that was like 3 times, 4 times the size of this, a hand sanitizer. So I Snapchatted it out. Did I send it to you?
What was it?
It was like, Venmo me $1,000 for.
Wow. Cashing in. All right, see ya. Talk to you later.
Zach just got back from the gym, and I posted an Instagram story saying like, yo, we've got the hookup, where Zach took all of these hand sanitizers from work. He Instagram DMs me, he's like, you probably shouldn't be advertising that I took all of these from work. And then I'm like, oh, well, I did get a response from one of your friends. Thief is what he said.
Well, Sarah said if we need to take anything home to protect us. Doesn't do any good sitting at the office.
No, and plus you gotta protect me.
But normally when I am stressed out or things are kind of crazy, I love going to the gym, but I can't go today because I hurt my shoulder doing burpees, which I'm so sad about. And the worst thing, like, recovering from like an injury sucks, because what happened was I started to feel better. Like I took 5 or 6 days off from the gym, started to feel better, and then I went to the gym and boom, we're back to square one. I hurt it again. Like I use it too soon. So I'm trying to just lay low, not go to the gym, which I feel like a lazy blob. Like right now I'm in a robe. What am I doing? I should be at the gym. Stinks. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you later. Bye.